Hello my friends, it's May 21st, Friday, start of the May long weekend. Just a look at some of our birds. It's about 10 a.m. I'm just out here because we've had frost each night, the last 3 nights since the big snowfall. And yeah, I'm just now the sun's out. Whoops, crazy photography. Now the sun's out and the snow's all melted mostly. Still a little bit here and there. There's some snow there. Yeah, I got my lettuces covered here. This isn't the best covering, or I don't recommend anyone doing that, but it all survived. Wasn't supposed to plant it out yet, at least not before the end of this weekend here, the May long weekend. It's the cut off of the last frost and all that. We'll have frost again tonight, so I'll be leaving these covered. But it goes to show you don't have to have anything fancy. There's something to keep that frosty air off the seedlings. And over here I have Swiss chard. Normally you'd plant it in the house and then plant the seedlings out here after the May long weekend. But I have limited space in the house, and with Swiss chard in particular, I've had bad luck with them getting all leggy and lanky, and then they really slow to take once I put them out. But you can see I just put some Amazon boxes to better use and covered my little seedlings, and they're all fine. Have them uncovered now. They'll get some sun. I'll cover them back up for tonight. But yeah, just a look around. This is the last weekend where you're in danger of getting frost, really. I mean, there's always a chance it can happen afterwards, but it's always manageable. You can always just put something over it if it does, right? If you're a gardener, you're watching the weather, I hope. But yeah, just to look around. Some charcoal I need to be charging. My peas are coming up. They didn't mind the snow and cold. They were completely covered in snow. And like I said, we've had frost the last 3 nights, so we'll have again tonight. I have carrots. They did fine too. This is all this area here is all second planting, but the first planting's coming up. You can see I got good germination. All the rows I planted have come up. Plenty of carrots. No problems. And they don't mind the cold weather. So look here at my, these are golden raspberries. Just one plant 3 years ago. Planted in the corner here. It's coming up all through this bed. These raised beds too is a good way to contain plants like blackberries or raspberries. They'll go everywhere. If this was planted in the ground, this would be growing everywhere like this. But with the frame and it off the ground a bit, the roots are stopped from going everywhere with hugelkultur core. Right? There's big pieces of logs inside holding the dirt up off, 16 inches off the ground. So be years before it works its way down and through and probably migrates out, if it does at all. Yeah, that's looking good. Should fill up the whole bed this summer. Should get some raspberries. They're good ones too. Very tasty. More peas. Of course, peas are very hardy. You can plant them as soon as the ground is ready to work, which around here is probably a good idea, because once the weather changes, it's going to get really hot real fast. And then you plant. That's why I wanted lettuce out here. Once it gets hot, I've had problems in the last few years. My lettuce just starts bolting before I get much off of it at all. So hopefully this year I will get some actual lettuce and have a salad out of my own garden. I had some spinach last year, but just the spinach, like no other lettuce, or I don't even remember what I had planted. I can never remember the name of it. Arugula, that's what it is. Here's my haskap berries, or honeyberries. They've been flowering all week, since last week I guess. The snow interrupted them a bit, but the bees are back on them. My honeybees don't really like them much. I think the flowers are too deep for them to get to the nectar. But the bumblebees are all over them. So as long as something's pollinating them and they'll make fruit, I'm happy. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I would be able to tell if the honeybees like them, because they're, you know, 6 feet away. Oh, if this was something they enjoyed, they'd be all over it. They do like the cherry blossoms on the other side of the house. Here's my beets. This bed was reconditioned, and then I dug up the dirt and added a few more logs in there, evened it out, and actually had a surplus of dirt from after I was done with it. I added already to another bed. A bunch of rows of beets. They're all coming up nice, good germination with the beets. Then over here I have savory, and I can't remember, basil. My blueberries look pathetic again. But there is one good news out here. A little bit of a miracle actually. I had written off my asparagus bed. I've had no luck with asparagus. I've tried starting it in the house. Tried starting it outside. Yeah, that's asparagus. There's another one over there. So it's starting to come up. Even if I only get a couple plants, they'll get bigger and I can propagate it. But yeah, I thought that was a surprise when I saw that, especially with all the snow and everything. It pushed its way up through. So that's good to see. Yeah, just a little look around. Not much going on with the cold weather and the frost and everything. Can't really do much more than I've already done. I just have to keep the stuff I want to live covered. Well, the cat was showing off. Trying to get my attention. But yeah, hope you're all having a good day wherever you are, whenever you watch this. Peace.